When you hear the buzzer go off, and you will hear it, ask that if you don't have your comments wrapped up, please try and wrap them up as soon as possible. So,
Al McDowell, Morgan Acres. I'm seeing the same problems with improper mental health evaluations continually showing up in courtrooms all over the Spokane County, which benefit malpractice. The doctor, the standard procedure I've seen, is that the doctor walks in, asks what the problem is, waits for a minute or less, and walks out while the client attempts to explain their life history verbally. The doctor then exaggerates problems to diagnose based on short bits of misinterpreted information and added to any info fished on by anyone in disagreement. The illegal current anything goes evaluation costs the county tens of millions yearly, state and federal government far more, and the results are deadly and dangerous treatments. I propose we start exploring a standard written or typed test for evaluation for every facility. Provide tablets or use phones for every client detained to any mental health facility to guarantee civil rights are being protected and property not stolen by psychiatrists whom are well known for having the worst records for malpractice in the entire healthcare field. At the moment, there's a high rate of senior citizens, children, women out of labor, sexual assault victims, truck drivers, and veterans being taken advantage of by doctors whom cut and paste diagnoses and many times speak English as a second or third language. And so the facility usually sends in an individual who does speak English as almost a marketing agent to explain a diagnosis, but that individual wasn't the person who diagnosed. A lot of the time, the individual is from what risk management at Providence said is they take them from an authoritarian country because those are the individuals more likely to work in these types of environments, whereas American citizens don't work in environments like this because of the civil liberties abuses, the civil rights abuses, the inhumane treatment of humans. And so if we have one standard procedure and all the commissioners understand what that standard is, maybe in a few years, you won't, 30 years from now or 20 years from now, when you're older and you're a senior citizen, you won't be taken advantage of if you know exactly what the test is and everybody has the same test and you can write it out. If everything's verbal, I could interpret our conversation any way I want. So I'm just exploring that we find a proper standard written test that everybody understands before they go in, and it's fair and every facility uses it. So thank you for your time.